Hey, what's up? John Sonmez here from simpleprogrammer.com. Tired of pushy recruiters sending you LinkedIn requests for jobs you have no interest in? Tired of blasting out resumes into the dark? If so, you should check out Hired.com. Hired.com flips job searching on its head by having top employers like Facebook come to you after you fill out one simple application. You also get your own job coach to help you on your next job search. If you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend you at least fill out the application. Just go to Hired.com/simpleprogrammer, and when you get hired with Hired, you'll get double the normal sign-on bonus for using that link. And today I'm going to answer a question about what can I do to sharpen my entrepreneurial skills while I am still in school. So this question is from Jimmy. I like that. Jimmy. Hey, John. Let me see. Oh, it's all in the additional info. Basically, I had a major life-altering event happen to me about 10 months ago that opened my eyes on how I've been wasting my potential as a student. I've maintained a 3.0 GPA, but nothing to show for. After discovering a love of learning how to program, I've committed to, despite prolonged graduation 2 years or so, switching to computer science. Taking on the extra debt leaves me feeling obligated to find a normal 9-to-5 job after college. However, I ultimately aspire to build a name for myself and want to develop both the entrepreneurial and technical skills to do so. How can I sharpen my entrepreneurial and technical skills today so that later on down the road in my career, be it 6 or 7 years, I can use them to transition to a full-time career working for myself? So, and he also says, I'm committed, John, and I hold your advice to a high regard. Okay, that's good. So let's talk about this a little bit. So while you're in school, you want to develop your entrepreneurial skills, if I remember correctly. How can you do this? So I would encourage you to, you know, I talk about this a lot, but you've got to be practicing. You got to put things, you got to take action, right? And the reason why I say that is because it's important. Like, you can read all this stuff and you can nod your head, right? And you can say, yeah, I agree with that. That makes sense. You can watch all these YouTube videos and be like, yeah, John is the man. I totally get what he's saying. That is the shit right there. And you're not doing anything. And so it doesn't matter, right? I mean, I agree with a lot of people, and then I don't do anything, okay? You know, I try to be a man of action, okay? But I'm just saying that, like, we can all be susceptible to this. So where I'm going with this is essentially this, is you want to be an entrepreneur? Start doing entrepreneurial shit. Don't prepare for it, right? Don't be like, oh, all right, I'm going to be a runner someday, so let me get my perfect running shoes, and let me get a nice jogging outfit, and let me read up a bunch on running. No, get out there, put your shoes on, whatever shoes you have now, and go hit the pavement and run. That's how you become a runner, okay? Now, you can get all the tools and the fancy gear and you know, your tracksuit later, okay? And you can read about it and you can get a trainer and a coach later, but what you need to do is start taking action immediately. So, if you're in school right now and you want to become an entrepreneur and you say 6, 7 years down the road, you want to be able to work for yourself, full-time for yourself, start doing it now, okay? Start doing what you can now. It doesn't mean that you're going to have a full-time entrepreneurial job, but start building a side business. Figure out something, right? You've read some books, I'm sure, on entrepreneurship. You're watching this channel, so I'm sure that you're motivated. You said you're committed. So here's what my challenge for you is: sell something on the internet and do it. Here's my deadline for you. I want to see you selling something on the internet in 2 weeks, okay? That's a pretty aggressive deadline, but you said you're committed. So figure it out, right? What can you do? What can you sell? Put up a site, put up a thing, sell it. I don't care if you sell, you know, I don't care if you sell 1 copy or 100 copies, but sell 1 copy at least, right? Put up a thing, sell it to at least one person. Figure out how you can do that. That's my challenge for you. And then take it to the next level. And then keep on going down that road. Keep on building up things, doing entrepreneurial things, right? You're going to have a lot of failures along that road. That's fine, but you got to get those failures out of the way. No one ever steps up to the plate and smacks a home run and knocks it out of the park on their very first try swinging the bat. I mean, hardly anyone does. Maybe someone does, but what you don't see, you don't usually see how many swings that they've taken and they've missed. Okay, so Be prepared. Get up to bat as many times as possible. If you want to be successful in 6 to 7 years, think about how many failures you have to go on that road to success. Again, I'll point to my shirt that says trust the process, okay? And the reason why is because there's a process, and you have to trust that process. The process is that you're going to have to get up to bat so many times. If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, if you want to work for yourself, you're going to have to take a lot of swings, and you're going to have a lot of misses. And so think about the process is going to involve a lot of that. And so the more of those you get out of the way, right? When people are doing sales training, one of the best advice that I've heard that you can give to a salesperson is that, you know, call people up and your goal for the day is to get 50 no's. Right? So it changes the focus. They're not worried about the result of actually making the sale. Their pressure is off. Instead they're trying to get 50 no's, right? When I coach guys on talking to the ladies and dating type of advice or picking up girls, like I tell them, I say, look, you got social anxiety. Here's what you do. Let's not make the focus like whatever, getting a number, getting a date. The focus is just going to be simply this. Go out and get 50 rejections from girls. Go to the mall, talk to 50 girls and have them, you know, or whatever, just talk to them. Just do that. That's all your goal is. So same thing here. Again, you want to be an entrepreneur. You can read about it, and like I said, those guys can read all these books on dating and stuff, but you got to get out into the field. You got to actually do it. Same exact thing here is that you got to get out into the field. So yes, you're going to college. Yes, you're still learning. That's great, but where's your side business? Start a side business. Like I said, my challenge for you is in 2 weeks, sell something on the internet. Who cares if you go down in flames? In fact, if you do, you'll learn more than you will if it's super successful. So go for it. You know, take action. Always take action. All right. If you like this video and you haven't subscribed already, click that subscribe button below, and I will talk to you next time. Take care.